Today's gonna be a bit of a random video. Just want to update you guys on some stuff though. 3D scanner has arrived. If you can recognize that, you could probably guess what I'm working on here. So cool shit coming there. Hi Teddy. I'm still waiting on stuff. Doing random shit around the car and around the garage and stuff. You can see the engine's all sprayed with some stuff. Got another thing here that I'm working on. A lot of things happening, a lot of things coming. Today I'm hoping to try and fix my hood. You guys remember what happened with this?
Can't see it, can you? My hood just flew off. Shit, where the fuck did it go? How the fuck does that happen? Are you fucking kidding me right now?
I'd like to put the steering rack back together. So I got new tie rod ends, tie rod bellows over there. I also took my spare hubs to a shop down the road. New bearings pressed in. So angle mod's coming very soon as well. If you guys are interested in any like drone videos, camera stuff, travel, go check out my second channel, Ding Dong Daily. That's where I just do like random videos, drone videos, mini bike videos, one wheel videos, all sorts of stuff. So if you guys are interested in anything besides SCs, go check it out. It's been in the description for like 2 years. Oh, here's some other stuff I did today. I got most of the interior put back together. Got all the pedals. I painted the bracket. Can't really see it because it's dark, but the bracket is painted, pedal is painted. I painted the whole dash bar thingy, this thing. It's all painted, all nice and gray. The only reason I'm using gray is because I have a lot of it. Let's try to fix that hood. I need a hood eventually. Someone at Home Depot has this. It's a 95. That is one of the cleanest SCs I've ever seen. Damn. Definitely an employee because it's always here and it's always in the back. Shit is so clean. Alright, back from Home Depot. Got some construction adhesive. Hopefully that holds. Acetone to clean stuff up. And a brush. First I'm going to glue these on. Clamp them on. I need more clamps.
God damn, it's a boomer convention.
I don't know if you can tell by my sweaty ass face, but it's fucking hot in Chicago. It rained like 2 days ago and now it's like 90 degrees. It's 8 o'clock right now. It's 8:12 and it's still like 87 degrees outside. It's so freaking hot. So I got the fan on now. Oh, it's freaking terrible. So both sides are glued in. Hopefully they hold. Tomorrow I'll come back and I will fiberglass over them. Meanwhile, today I'm going to fiberglass over these cracks right here. So let's get started on those. Alrighty, that's gonna wrap up for today. One coat of fiberglass, a couple coats of fiberglass on these parts. It's looking pretty good. The only problem is it's split along the edge here, and the fiberglass doesn't really want to bend around the edge. So I tried putting in tiny little strands and trying to glue it in, but it doesn't really want to stay. So I hope that just adding resin a couple of times will be enough. Also, the big issue is this gap here. So there used to be these little pieces here. So there used to be one crossover here. So see how it's floppy? I'd like to close this up completely. I don't know if I'll be able to, but we'll see. All right, day 2 working on the hood. Just got my second vaccine shot. You know, feeling great. And I have a newfound appreciation for Microsoft. I don't know why, but, you know, great company. So let's keep working on the hood. Everything's dried, and it's looking pretty good. Look at this. This is looking good. Everything's very rigid. I don't hear any creaking or anything, so yeah, it's looking pretty awesome. So today we're gonna fiberglass the corners, and you see I did this just so I have something to lay fiberglass on. So I'm gonna trim it so that it's nice and flat, and then I'll have a nice little platform to lay the fiberglass on. I'm just gonna cover this hole completely because I don't like how floppy it is. Also, I'm gonna cut out more of this because you see this is very floppy, and it's because this scoop is not used for anything, or vent I should say, and see all this goober glue in there. So I'm going to chop that, and we're going to close up this hole because this hole is over the engine and I don't want water getting over the engine. So I'll close up this hole, open up this one. Alright, I got most of this edge fiberglassed. Got this entire side fiberglassed. Besides, fucked up on top. And I'm gonna set it up on its front edge because you see the resin is dripping down, so I want it to keep as much resin on the piece. So I'm gonna flip it on its side so that the resin stays where it should. I have filled all the holes on the hood. See that? This is all filled in. This is drying. That's all done from yesterday. I did all this, put some more resin on that, filled in these little holes that used to be for the hood struts, which I'm not going to be using. That, I don't know what it was for, but they're gone. There was a hole there I patched. Cut off the hinge, not the hinge, the latch. Cut that off, filled in that hole, and filled in that hole. Gonna head to Menards, get some paint. I am painting the hood. I know carbon looks cool, but it's so far gone, and there's no point in trying to restore it or anything, or trying to keep it look carbon. It's not even a carbon hood. That's right, man.
Sunburst yellow, the official color of the Flying Nimbus. Alright, I got the whole hood coated in resin. This isn't obviously what it's going to look like because I'm going to paint it. Because it just looks like shit and I'd have to sand down all that, and I don't like the blue anymore. I hate it actually. So I'm going to let this dry. Hopefully it doesn't start raining too much because we want to go do hood rat shit. But it's looking a little gloomy. So Dom and I are going to go... Dom, why can't you just fucking be yourself? You act like a fucking dweeb whenever I point the camera at you.
So camera shot.
Just don't start crying.
Yeah.
Alright, so I tried to fix this corner here, but it's just too small for any fiberglass to stick to, so hopefully there's enough resin will just hold that in. I cut this out too much when I put the thingies in, so covered that up. And yeah, gonna let this dry now, and we're gonna go do shit and chill and ride mini bikes and one wheels and stuff, and then I'll be back, sand it down a little more, maybe, I don't know, we'll see how it looks. It's definitely gonna get sanded with like 320, but if it's still a little bumpy, we might do another coat of resin. We'll see how it looks after this coat. So alright, be back in a couple hours. What? I got Kinder of every variety.
Yeah.
This is what I grew up on. All this shit right here. That's Medole, that's Barrancos, more Medole, more Barrancos. What else? What else is Lithuanian? These are hot chips. There's a Lithuanian. There's the Estrella. 2 for $5, baby. I have some at home, but I think I'm gonna grab a bag anyways. Yeah, look at that. Every fucking flavor, dude. Caramel, the best. Caramel's the best.
No, this one's the best.
No, the caramel's the best. Oh, and the Surreali. Those things are awesome. You ever had those? Always on sale. Always on sale. And somehow cold, even though it's out in the open. Shit, you ever had this? No, what is that?
So good, man. It's glass.
Really?
Yeah.
Keto?
Pretty much. It's black pudding though.
Okay. Well, I like this one the best.
0.5%, man.
It's alcoholic?
Drinking up.
Drink enough of them, you get a little tipsy. Oh, it tastes terrible. Why do you like gross stuff? You told me ginger beer. That was terrible too.
been filming because I really want to get this done, but here's an update of where I'm at. Got this corner all done and sanded. Just got to sand on the other side still. Upper vent or the front vent cut out, and I got this trimmed out. This is going to get fiberglassed into here because this is super floppy now. Cut this out, and I'm putting it here because remember I want to close up the rear vent because the engine is right here. I don't want water, rain dripping into the engine, so that's going to get closed up. I'm going to do some fiberglassing right now. I got these clamps here holding these pieces in, so I'm going to fiberglass those in first. Hopefully it's going to be strong enough to hold. All right, let's get to it. Alright, this went better than I thought it would. Hopefully that makes that whole area a lot more rigid. You saw how floppy it was. I also put resin on these posts, or not posts, the vents. So they're a little soft and floppy. I don't like that. Got this reinforced as well. Not really reinforced, I'm just closing up the hole. That's going to need a lot of Bondo, but I'm going to do a second coat as well. Or not a second coat, a second layer of fiberglass. This resin, this is a different resin than the one I was using. I ran out of my other resin. The one that dries quickly, that one dries in like 4 hours. The one I'm using now dries in like 24 hours, so kind of sucks. I honestly thought this was going to take like a couple days, but I always forget how long it takes for things to dry. Like resin takes forever to dry. So, yeah. Fiberglass work sucks. I'll be back some other time to do some other stuff. Welcome to Hood Restoration YouTube channel. It's another fucking day on this fucking project. So close to the end now. As you can see, all the fiberglass work is done. It's still drying though, because this fiberglass takes forever to dry, or this resin I mean. So this is fully closed up. This is all solid and rigid now. It's all closed up. These are still floppy. I'm going to 3D print little spacers to hold them little fins, you know. I think it would look cool to have little fins sticking out. All right, here's where we're at. The whole top of the hood is sanded, nice and smooth, ready for primer. I filled in this gap. Hopefully I'll be able to sand that down pretty smooth. There's probably going to be a little lip, but whatever, I don't give a shit. So yeah, it's looking real good now. Everything's nice and smooth. It's not perfectly smooth, but it's kind of hard to tell when it's all these different colors. So once I primer it, I'll be able to tell a little better where I need to sand, because right now it's kind of hard to tell, especially because this fiberglass dust, when you sand it, it gets really caked up. So I want to primer it, and then I'll be able to see a little better so I can smooth it out by hand instead of using the sander. First coat of primer is on. It's looking pretty good besides this side. I think I laid it on too thick here, and I got some cracking here. It's fine. It's just primer. It's going to get sanded down anyways. I'm going to spot putty a bunch of spots. So now I can really see. So like there's a spot there and a there, there. Bunch of little tiny spots that need spot putty. Saw a big hole here. Bunch of little holes here. All right, I'll be back again another day. It's like a solid week of work now. So this is like one of the longest projects I've ever done. It sucks. I don't know if I filmed this or not, but the whole bottom of the hood is painted. So that's been drying outside for like 2 days now. So now I'm gonna fill in all the little micro cracks or sand them down or whatever that are on the top side of the hood. All right, I sanded down the hood with 220 grit. And all the white spots you see are spot putty where the hood looks absolutely horrible. So it's pretty shitty, the whole thing. Gonna let this dry and then just hand sand it with another 220. A little more filler primer, and then I think it'll be good for paint. Dude, I am pissed. This fucking shit said it should dry in 20 minutes. It's been 12 hours. Still not dry. So I either used it wrong or it's expired or some shit. I don't fucking know, but it's not dry. It just peels right off, and I can't sand it because it just clumps up the fucking... Why does this happen? I guess I'm just going to try to sand it off and clump up a bunch of sandpaper, because that's all it does. It just clumps up sandpaper. Look at it shine.
Look at them shine. Look at them shine. Oh, look at them shining. Oh, it's cold.
Whew. Turned out good. Well, good to spray paint standard. But yeah, after a polish, the orange peel isn't even that bad either. Yeah, dude, it's gonna look sick. Alright, I'm gonna let this dry for like a week, because this paint takes forever to dry. Actually, the bottom of it got ruined when I was moving it around. I don't know if you see that, all the paint got peeled off. This paint takes forever to dry. If you're going to spray paint anything on your car, let it dry for like a solid week or two. So this is going to sit in the garage for like a week or two, and then it will get installed in my car. So it's going to wrap it up here. Thank you guys for watching. Fuck, this took forever. I hate bodywork so much. The results are satisfying. That looks pretty good. Check out my second channel. I've been uploading drone videos, one-wheel videos, all sorts of stuff non-stop. I got a ton of footage that doesn't really fit on this channel. That's why I have a second channel. So go check out the second channel. It's in the description, or Ding Dong Daily. Very simple to remember. There's a lot more production value in those videos because they're a lot shorter. Stay sweet, ding dongs, and I'll see you guys next week.
America, America.
Do you have your passport?